Jon Jones, the challenger, set to take on the champion, Mauricio, Shogun Hua.
UFC 128, man, it was just such an amazing experience to have a dream come true like that. You know, it was a night I'll never forget. Me getting that title shot, I think it was fast, but I was also very active. You know, in 2011, I fought 4 times, and I felt like it was fast, but I felt like I was up for the challenge.
The it factor meter just broke.
I definitely could feel the buzz. A lot of articles being written at the time, and a lot of hype behind me, and a lot of people just said I was all hype.
I mean, you want to talk about hype, you want to talk about people excited and attention put on one athlete. Jon Jones has gotten more of that than any fighter I've ever seen in over 10 years of calling this sport.
The build-up was pretty heavy at the time. It was the most extreme I had ever experienced. I remember just having fun with it all. You know, I remember Shogun kind of seeming miserable at times during some of the press conferences and during his interviews. He just seemed like he was tired. I kind of thought he felt as if he knew he was going to lose deep down. And me, I was young and excited and playing up the crowd, and I just loved it. I remember loving every bit of it. I was definitely nervous backstage, I'd say, but at the same time, they were good nerves. You know, I really knew that it was my time. I really knew that that was the fight. And I always had this weird conviction that I was like meant to be a champion, and that you know, that the belt was mine. I even started to sign autographs, champion 2011, before I was the actual champion. What sticks in my mind the most about that fight, I was the contender in the blue corner, which means I come out to the octagon first, and I'm standing there, and Mauricio, his music starts, and the crowd starts to go crazy. I look up at the big screen, and it's focused on him, and I saw his brother holding and waving the belt over Mauricio's head. At that moment, seeing that belt, it was such a reminder of how close I was to becoming a champion. And it was such a reminder of how hard I've been working and why I was fighting in the first place. I made up in my mind that there was nothing Mauricio could do to me to stop me from leaving with what his brother was holding up, that belt. What I remember about the fight is that flying knee. I remember him pressuring into me and thinking, oh boy, here we go. You know, I felt like I was going down that roller coaster, like the first big moment, you know, and he came running at me right away, and I just, you know, did like a switch flying knee and just cracked him.
Right away, Jones opens up wide.
The reason why I do crazy techniques is, you know, it's my story. At age 19, I didn't have the best trainers, so what I would do is I would study. I would study the flashy. I would study the guys who had flair, guys who did cool techniques. And that's all I wanted to know. I didn't care about working a jab. I didn't care about working a basic round kick. I wanted to do the spinning stuff, the flying stuff, the stuff that would have people go, ah. And now, you know, as a legit martial artist, I have an array of flashy techniques because it's all I know. The next memory I have that was pretty vivid was the finish of the fight. Basically, you know, I'm on top of him, I catch him with a huge right elbow, I stand up, I swing a huge left hand that just missed. And to this day, I'm always curious to see, you know, what would have happened if I would have landed that left. I was on my feet and I just swung down. He gets up to his feet. I throw some knees, catch him with an uppercut.
Looking to finish Shogun!
Kind of stalk him, walk him down, catch him with a body hook, switch to a left knee, boom, and he actually tapped the mat.
Jon Jones is the youngest champion in UFC history!
Sticking my hands out and just falling backwards, man. I felt like it was like touchdown, you know. I was just like, wow, I did it. You know, I just felt so accomplished. I became champion that night, and I'll never forget it.
The testament is that dreams can come true, guys. They really can. Believe in yourself, believe in your heart. And once you get there, don't slow down. It comes true, everybody.
It was a feeling like, you know, everything that I've been through in life, you know, the good and the bad, but mainly the bad, you know, it's like, it all led to that, you know. I got to just channel all the good and the bad and channel it into something that was just beautiful. Just an awesome moment, you know. I felt free. I felt better than what I was, and now I believe it, and now I am a champion.